Hello and welcome to the Retire Happy Hour. I'm your host, Brad Smith, and our next guest is Carl Gill. Carl is headquartered in Troy, Michigan, and is an expert in the field of retirement planning. Carl of Asset Preservation Capital is a fiduciary and the author of Retire Early.
Correct.
Carl, it's
Thank
good to
you.
have you here today.
Great to be here.
All right, let's ask you some questions because you've been doing this a long time. How long?
Oh, over 30 years.
30 years, vast experience and
Yes.
knowledge. Let's tap into it for our audience.
Okay. I started off with Dean Witter way back in the middle 1980s, and that was a brokerage house. And then I switched over to a company called First of Michigan. Was there for about 12 years, and during that period of time, I began to make relationships with people, primarily at GM. And we just started doing a lot of lunch and learn seminars in the 1990s with a lot of the GM engineers. And so I got to be very familiar with the GM retirement plan, how it worked, the insides, and et cetera, et cetera.
Good. Great thing to do in the Detroit area.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, couple of questions here. Here's one. Before I retire, is there a way for me to accurately project what my retirement income will be?
Yes, there is. What we do is we take into account your 401k, your lump sum distribution if you're going to be taking one, and we put that into the computer and it spits out a very nice spreadsheet. That spreadsheet gives us a very accurate projection of your monthly income that's available to you,
Right.
starting at whatever age you want, whether you want to start at age 62, age 65, 55. We even have some youngsters that's retired at 57 in the last week or two. And it's very able to project to you what exactly your dependable monthly income is.
Yes. I suppose when you entered this industry, it wasn't quite as easy as it is today with the sophistication of technology and so forth.
Correct.
Yes. Yeah.
Correct.
Here's another question, Carl. How can a retiree avoid running out of money in retirement?
That's a very good question. Many people who think about retiring unfortunately think about, well, I'll just put the money in the bank like in the old days when the interest rates were high, or I'll just put the money in the market because the markets were strong for quite a while. But the problem is we have cycles in the market, and about 1 out of every 4 to 5 years we have a down market. Sometimes it doesn't always average out like that. Sometimes it's 2 or 3 years back to back where the markets are down and depressed. When that happens, it can be catastrophic to your savings if you are just pulling it out of the market. So therefore, we like to use a fixed, guaranteed, protected bucket to put your money into, or at least half of your money. You don't have to put it all there. But by doing so, it becomes a very protected and predictable retirement income stream.
Yeah. So, you reach that point of retirement, you've saved enough money, but what you're saying is there's still more planning to do.
That is correct.
Yeah, there are other issues that need to be addressed, and you're well able to do that.
Yes, we are. I mean, we like to use an emoji when we meet with people. It's called Bucket Betty, and she's just basically a lady. It's a picture of an emoji lady. She's has a pole over her shoulders, the 2 buckets. One is a guaranteed insured bucket for income. The other one is for growth, and it is very liquid. So by using these 2 together, we can come in with a plan and a solution for you. Most people get oversimplistic, and they think, oh, I'll just put it all in the retirement bucket, but maybe they don't get enough growth and return on it that they want to protect them from future inflation. That's why we split the money in half and put the other half of the money into a liquid managed money growth bucket that gives you some degree of control and protection and liquidity. So if you need more money for insurance purposes, unexpected relocation, help out kids in the family for whatever reason, it's there to take it.
In recent times, what would you say are some of the most common concerns people are bringing to you, maybe your clients or prospective clients? What are people talking about? What are they worried about?
Well, they're worried in regards to, Carl, this market has been very wild and woolly the last couple of years. very similar to another period of time we call the Roaring 1990s, which ended with a big tech wreck. For 3 years in a row, the stock market plunged 10% per year, and those people who didn't have protected portfolios lost 30% of their savings very quickly.
Great answers. How much does it cost to work with a financial professional like you? How expensive is it?
Well, we don't charge anything up front to put a plan together.
Okay.
We know that your money is special to you. You've worked very hard for it, and I salute you for the long, hard hours that you put into making the plan work, and also continuing a plan when you get into retirement, because really it's a change in your culture. Your cultural mindset when you're working has been, oh, I don't have to worry about risk. Why? I get a paycheck every couple of weeks. But when you cross that bridge from work land and risk, you're going into retirement land, and you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. You want the peace of mind that, hey, I got a check no matter what, because what is the definition of a happy retirement? A happy retirement has two things to it. Number one, good health, because even if you're worth $1 billion and your health is rotten, that's no retirement. The second thing is no money worries. You have sufficient cash coming in on a regular basis, not only to meet your current needs, but that will also provide what I call play check. Not just a paycheck, but a play check.
That's what everybody wants.
That is correct.
Carl, thank you for being a guest here today.
You're more than welcome, sir.
Good to have you on the show. And we're
Great
going
to
to
be
ask
here.
our audience not to leave because we have some more advisors coming in that are going to share a lot of their knowledge with us as well.